Welcome to the Hank Jakes Band Comedy Hour. Well, I remember years ago, my first poem, one of my early poems, that I sent to the Portland Herald Express, and I got $5 for it. And I looked in the mirror and I said, "Why? For goodness sakes, you're a poet." Yeah, I guess it's all about the money. Well, anyways, comedy hour. You're probably going to hear, expecting a few jokes. But here I was just out on the deck checking the stuff I wrote back in 2006. I got it labeled as Dayton, Nevada. Dayton is where Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe and I think Montgomery Clift was in that one. And it was Clark Gable's last movie, The Misfits. Filmed it in Dayton. They got pictures and all that. And anyways, I don't mean to distract from the humor. Oh, by the way, if you want to seem humorous, I'll give you a laughing lesson. In case some of you that have struggled with that. Smile, and then take your right elbow and jam you in the ribs. We're going to what? Then you'd be good for any comedy act. Okay, to be in the audience. Okay, here we go. Now the theme is, you're growing old when? Some of the older folks are going, what did he say? He said, you're growing old when? Oh, I heard you, but what's that mean, growing old? You'll figure it out. Okay. When you keep hearing the phone ring, and it isn't. Hello? Here, let me concretize that. Hello? Hello? Is somebody calling me? I haven't gotten a call in I don't know how long. And people forget you. And they go, Hank Jakes, who? Hank Winterman, what's that? What's the name? Was that Skipper? Something or other? I think I remember something that. Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Well, anyway, when your wife gives you a pop quiz, and the first question is, or actually the only question, what's my name? And then, and if you hesitate for a second, you've got to think of something really interesting to change the subject. What's your name? My name? Well, I know my name. What was his name? The great poet that I saw that night, Boston College, Robert Frost, and Robert Lowe. Yeah, Robert Lowe was going around saying, I am the red arrow of the graph of Revelation. Red arrow on the graph of Revelation. That's what Robert Lowe thinks of himself. Well, the other guy in New York going, I just cleaned the sewers. I don't, should be grateful for that. Be some serious problems. Alligators will be backing up into your toilets. That'll wake you up. Dear, I'm missing my hand. Do you have any idea where it is? Don't bother me now. I'm still trying to sleep. Okay. Okay, then the other one is when your dogs start, whining and crying, and because they figure you're dead already. Oh, here we go. When you read a chapter from Finnegan's Wake, or any part of Finnegan's Wake, James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake, river running past Eve and Adams, from shore offshore to bend of bay, brings us by our commodious week goes and environs. When you read Finnegan's Wake and you understand it, now you know something's going on. You know you're growing old. Call the dog. I better call the dog. Call me. Hello, this is Hank. Is my lobotomist there? Okay, just tell him I'm reading Finnegan's Wake and understand it. He'll probably want to see me right away. Okay, take care. Yeah, okay, take care. Number 6, when your daily 3-mile jog has deteriorated into a crawl from the bedroom to the bathroom and you break a sweat. You break a sweat just from that. And you know you're getting old. When you get calls from telemarketers, this is number 7. When you get calls from telemarketers and swindlers and wrong numbers, and just get excited to talk to someone, a human voice. Yes, my social security number, 5772, I live at, well, I'll tell you anything. Yeah, I'm hiding my gold under the trap door. Yeah, in the closet. Just go. Yeah, I'll tell you anything. No. Here's number 8. When you go to the gas station and go inside to pay, and come methodically out, wash the windows, kick the tires, talk on the cell phone. I guess nobody's there. Okay. And drive off forgetting to fill the gas 20 miles away. You remember, but you can't figure out where you bought it. Where did I buy that gas? Even though, this is the sad part, there's only one gas station in town. Mull over that one. Okay, there we go. When you find yourself having overcooked pork chops at the senior center, $2 lunch, and all you can bear a bunch of, it was all you could hear, not beer. Well, maybe beer. All you can hear are a bunch of superannuated used-to-bes sharing their pains and illnesses. Remedies and philosophies. Now, when I was a youngster, we used to tell time by moving the rocks around in the sun and whatnot. Big saber-toothed tigers and the shadows and the cave walls. We didn't have to worry about alimony. Okay. The latest news on Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid, with a bunch of mumble habits. You wonder what the hell you're getting into while you're there, and why was this world created in the first place? You're going to have to consult Spinoza on that one, or whoever your Spinoza is. When you wake up Monday morning, this is number 10, when you wake up Monday morning, 6 a.m., and you decide to sleep another 15 minutes or so, what do they call that? What do you say? Nap time or something? I forget. Uh, you reawake 6:20 a.m., but it's Wednesday. You probably figure I'm a Washington Irving fan with his Rip Van Winkle down there in Knickerbocker territory. Anyways, this one's ending this on a serious note. You don't have to laugh. In fact, please don't. Here we go. When you have to prove every minute that you're still a man, you're still a woman. Zzz.